Philadelphia. That's the scene for the Knicks. The terrific tandem of LeBron James and Anthony Davis are ready to roll as they prepare to do battle inside Wells Fargo Center. Knicks, Sixers, coming up next, right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, their season starts away from home. Presents an interesting challenge. Every team wants to start out the year right, but they're going to have to block out a lot of noise to grab that first victory. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves on me.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. The last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously
so fun.
exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Smart. Anthony Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, we've got Joel Embiid. Paul George is out there with Russell. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Green dishes to George. Shoots the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yeah, the big man, the brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, George. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Rubio, the pass to Gobert. He kicks it to James. Good work there as it goes.
And once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
Now, here is Russell. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. George has got 5 points so far. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron passes to Gobert. Now here's Davis. James trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And he gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Russell from deep three-point range. No good that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And the pass to LeBron. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. LeBron's got 6.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Pass to Green. Back to George. High post, Embiid. Gobert on him. Outside for George. 6 to shoot. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Over Smart. George, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Knicks. 4-point game. Takes it from 10. And again, it's New York.
How about the elevation on the pull-up there as LeBron gets up into the air? Good legs and foundation on that one.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, George. Passes to Porter. That's tipped. Fader on the way. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend. That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Here's George following the basket by Anthony Davis. George dishes to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
The drive by LeBron. And they double up LeBron. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's New York with it. Feeds to Smart. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Smart's got 5 points so far.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by LeBron. He's got 10.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Russell. From deep. A new 14 for the 76ers. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Down low, Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
James outside. Poked away. Here's Gobert. And again, it's New York.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The 76ers trail by 7. George passes to Embiid. George against Smart. And Paul George with the 3. George has got 8.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Porter against LeBron. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The drive by LeBron. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And a wide open look for Porter. No good off the back of the rim. And here's James. He'll bring it up for New York. Right wing. Rubio outside. LeBron against Russell. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Second is Paul George. Fourth, Joel Embiid.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Rubio against Russell. Knocks it loose.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right, GA?
And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Embiid dishes to Russell. Back to Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Embiid's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest, right? You played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Nurkic checked in for Embiid. Gallinari comes in for Green. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Porter. And Terry Rozier subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Now here's Smart. He's got 5. Over Wiggins. And that time, also a missed shot.
You've got to commend the aggressiveness, but he was a little too anxious in trying to get that shot over the stifling D there.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
New York trailing. Here's Nunn. Harris outside. The pass to Nunn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Rozier. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Allen. He's still scoreless so far in this one. For 3, Harris. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Kicks to George. Passes it to Rozier. Releases from 15. They get it back. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Ingram passes to Allen. Harris looking it over. That shot off. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Here's Rozier. Some solid defense from Ingram.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
He gets it in there.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now here's Rozier. A 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. It's Ingram on the wing. Gallinari covering. Unloads from 9. Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
LeVert's checked in for Philadelphia. Nunn passes to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. Drops in the tray.
Well, early in his career, defenses challenged Tobias Harris to take this shot. Now they don't want him to, for good reason.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Rozier. Nurkic trying to get open. Second chance shot. With the clock winding down. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Nunn. It's not going to go for him. From deep three-point range. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for New York. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Gallinari is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Rozier in at the point. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Now, here's LeVert, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. LeVert against Smart. Wiggins inside the line. It's hauled in by Harris. Knicks trail by 3.
Well, the big story from the Knicks last season was the surprise trade that sent Porzingis to Dallas. Shook up the entire roster.
Well, never easy to trade a franchise player, but there was some rumblings that maybe Porzingis was not going to stay there long term, and a surprise deal made last year as Porzingis exited New York for Dallas. So the next opportunity for them was draft and free agency, and to try to get as flexible as they possibly could be for the next few years.
And so it's New York with it, following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Wiggins. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now, here's Rozier. There's Gallinari with the 3. They grab their own miss. That one drops for him. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now the pass to Harris. Thompson surveying the floor. For 3, Ingram now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you cannot give Ingram even an inch of airspace. He's ready to let it go if he gets it.
Brooks kicks to Rozier. Nurkic with it. He dishes it to Gallinari. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Ingram. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
No good on the free throw. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Russell comes in for Ogier. He hits the second from the line.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Russell passes to Nurkic. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you see Russell taking the hit on that shot. Great body control, potential and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the length. Mind the length. One shot.
Free throw good, Russell. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of those
to defend,
guys,
right, man?
yeah, but all.
What a jam!
Wow. Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
James against LeVert. This is to Nurkic. Up top, Russell. He has 6 over Davis. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's nice to see Russell's discipline. Stays patient and earns the shots he gets.
Davis against Nurkic. Unloads from 13. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That 3 off the mark. And it's Rubio with the ball for New York. Trailing by 4. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Brooks outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That one falls. Embiid's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Rubio, the pass to James. They get the rebound. Here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, you can see that AD was trying to bait the defense into jumping first. He wisely gets the contact and marches himself straight to the foul line. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Pass to George for three. A new 14 for the 76ers. It's tipped. Here's Green. Count that one. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Well, Draymond Green around the rim trying to find a little bit of a window to get that ball up.
Rubio dishes to LeBron. Some nice passing by New York here. And here's Ingram from the arc. The 76ers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Russell, no luck.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Pass to George. Out to Russell. Fires from deep. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Yeah, we love great offensive players getting a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Knicks making a switch here. Nunn's checked in.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 21 points a game. 7 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he is in the game. Oh, goodness. What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
The 76ers making a switch here. Porter's checked in. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
There's the pass to Green. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. A shot off that time.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Rubio against Russell. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Inside, Embiid with the steal. Russell kicks to Green. Embiid is at the elbow. Outside, George bangs home the trifecta. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Another shot, and James with a nice bucket inside. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
And just such a physical force. LeBron James, sensational at reading the play and using his size to get possession.
Tries it from the top of the key. No good that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. And here we go. Here's George.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Paul George more and more comfortable at creating some offense for himself using the bounce.
Here's none. And stolen by Russell. Right side George. He kicks it to Embiid. Here's Porter. Gobert against Embiid. Right side Russell. There's the 3. Nunn grabs the board.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Yeah, the anticipation. Russell on top of the play there. Gets the steal, then gets his boys out in the open floor.
James against Porter. Over Porter. Shot is good for the 76ers lead. It's got down now to just 11 on the basket from James.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Green left side. And Davis sends it back. Rubio with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Rubio's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Russell kicks to George. From about 19 feet, the shot's good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Knicks trail by 10. New York calls timeout. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Alinari, he's checked in for Embiid. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Porter. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Paul George. Pass to James. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
To the middle. Here's Harris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Harris has got 5.
Tobias there taking the contact. Still leaning with it. Scores it.
Smart against Rozier. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Harris. Knicks trail by 10.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
James. And the shot goes down. LeBron's got 22 points.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
You know what I like about Paul George? He's quietly going about his business. Sometimes he'll take a back seat, not in this case in the first half. Has the length, the skill, the deep range, matchup nightmare.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it work. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The 76ers leading by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Marcus Smart is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's James in at the 3 spot. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Knicks trail by 8. Now here's Smart. There's the feed to Davis. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. George, no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And here's Rubio. Kicks to Smart. Passes it to LeBron. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
.90 seconds now into the second half. Russell passes to Embiid. Gobert with the block.
Well, if they got a favorite play, Kevin, it might be time to break it out. 0 of 4 to start it.
76ers moving the ball around. Lock at 6.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Davis.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Stolen by Smart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling him.
The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Gobert, the pass to Davis, to the inside. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. Gobert with the bounce pass. Here's Davis. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Here's Russell. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 9. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Nurkic checked in for the 76ers. Karis LeVert comes in for George. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Brandon Ingram comes in for James. He's off on the second.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Now Smart. He's got 9. The shot will not fall.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. And as long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
The free throw drops for Embiid. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Will Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Will Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with the three-point line. And
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap with those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
For New York, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run. Russell passes to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Russell against Rubio. And Russell gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rubio with it. Ingram outside. Back to Rubio. Offensive rebound. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Pass to LeVert. Rubio against Russell. The pass to Embiid. And here's LeVert. Good work defensively by Smart.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside, Russell. Shoots over Ingram. It's rebounded by New York. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smart kicks to Rubio. There's the dish to Ingram. Shoots over Nurkic. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Ingram.
Intelligent at realizing when to pull that mid-range jumper. Ingram is starting to figure it out offensively.
There's Russell with the 3. Gets a hand on it, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 17.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Up top, Gobert. Elbow shot is on the way. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Gallinari, he's checked in for Embiid. Wiggins comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Rozier in for D'Angelo Russell. Jared Allen's checked in for New York. Tobias Harris comes in for Thompson. Here's Wiggins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And they pick up 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the basket by Harris.
Well, Tobias Harris showing a little floater that time.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Rozier kicks to Gallinari. Back to Rozier. Now here's Nurkic. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Wiggins. Out to the right wing. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Out to Harris. Pass to Rubio. Back to Harris. Rubio against Rozier. Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A baseline J. They get it back.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And here is Rozier. On the wing, Brooks. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And it's Wiggins missing. Knicks trail by 9. Ingram right side. Smart on the wing. Passes it to Harris. Over Gallinari. He can't hit that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 in their longest homestand of the year. Rozier the pass to Brooks. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Knicks. A 12-point game. He kicks it to Allen. Outside, Smart. He feeds it to Harris. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Brooks. Wiggins outside. Stolen by Smart. 1:29 left in the third. Gallinari with the steal. Now Rozier. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Pass to Rozier. Lets it go with a three. That shot is off. So New York will take it the other way.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Allen up top. Gallinari covering. Allen trying to break free. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Ingram.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Rozier, the pass to Wiggins. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Wiggins has got 7.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Rubio outside. Passes it to Harris. Allen trying to break free. Harris's shot is off. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Harris. Green is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Wiggins in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And finished off by LeBron.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Harris against Wiggins. Back to Rozier. 6 to shoot. Over Smart. And it's Rozier missing.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And finished off by LeBron.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
Rozier with the ball. Gallinari outside. No good on the 3. To the paint. Here's Davis. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Wiggins outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Kicks it to LeBron. Yes! And the foul. That one on Porter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg? What do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion. Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And the 76ers call time here. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if he can build on this lead.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Davis kicks to James. The shot comes out. Nice D from Russell. The 76ers leading by 6. Lobbed up there for Embiid. It's stolen by Davis. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Tipped away and stolen by Russell. And now Philadelphia on the break. Misses the slam off the fast break. Smart against George. Stolen by George. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Harris against George. Looking to end his cold spell. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. So it's the Knicks now. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. 4 on the clock. Here's Davis.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Russell against LeBron. Right side Green. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
James, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's George. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 27 points for George.
And Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
LeBron passes to Gobert. Here's Harris. Here's Davis. Second shot opportunity. And Embiid with the block. George with no one around. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Knicks trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Davis. And right on target. Good. And now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Embiid. The Knicks pull it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Smart. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Porter. Here's George. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Back to Smart. Broke loose, out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Ricky Rubio checked in for Tobias Harris. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. George way outside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 32 points for George.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. '76ers on defense. They lead by 7. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Russell against Rubio. And it's Davis at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. Floats it up for Davis. Embiid with the steal.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Rubio left side. Pass to James. New York moving the ball around. Smart. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Gobert. Feeds it to Rubio. Embiid with the steal. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Rubio the pass to Gobert. LeBron outside. Back to Gobert. To halt the run. That's good from Davis on the assist by Rubio. And that's 19 points for Anthony Davis.
Just love to see the confidence on display from Anthony Davis with the catch and shoot. Just another reason why he's considered one of the best players in the game.
Outside Russell. Outside Green to the middle. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds him.
Here's LeBron, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Green kicks to Porter. The pass to Russell. Here's Embiid. From deep. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
From 11 feet away, here's Davis. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just awesome aggressiveness by Davis there to force the issue on that shot.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Gallinari, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Good on both. The 76ers leading by 7. And Philadelphia calls time here. to the left wing. Russell against Rubio. Here's George. Makes good on the step-back jumper. George has got 14 points now in the second half.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
James against Porter. And it's LeBron missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And the dunk by James.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Russell against Rubio. It's Davis on the wing. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game.
I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
George double-teamed. It's stolen by Davis.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Money!
As soon as Davis receives the ball, you just know he's going to take it at the D. And the basket there was big.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Smart kicks to Rubio. Some nice passing by New York here. Shoots a fader. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that basket.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Being a lottery pick often comes with high expectations, but Russell has shaped into a quality NBA player.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Here's James. Gobert down low. Embiid's there. It's in!
Timeout. He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And the 76ers call time here. They're leading by 4. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. James way outside. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so they foul intentionally.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what
they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions. So I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.